Okay, good morning, everybody. So the new lecture starts by Qingzhen Huang. Let's begin.
The Jesus is the American person called Brentobey. Jesus 1 is Wandrea, and Jesus 2 is Brentobey developed. But for some reason, they're not able to come here. And I am not the program of Jesus, but I'm a senior user. I use Jesus a lot. It's almost in my over 30 years at least at the NCNR. It's almost used Jesus. So I'm quite familiar to use the Jesus to solve the magnetic structure. Today I'm going to discuss with you how using the CMPR. This is also analysis the profile, the Neutron profile, X-ray profile, to search in the magnetic peak and find the possible magnetic lattice and symmetry. This is manually, not like the previous a lot of talk, they use the program. Then from a model to magnetic space group. So I was here learn about some of person. They use the program to get this magnetic fit very well. But what the magnetic space group is borrowed. So the second and the third, I will talk about the Jesus, how the Jesus to set the magnetic phase. Then do a little of magnetic refinement. From this curve, you will very familiar. That's the magnetization versus temperature. We call the MT curve, right? And in this curve, a lot of people might know that's the anti-ferromagnetic behavior. And this is a ferromagnetic behavior. The red arrow I point here is we need to collect the neutron data at what temperature. From this curve, we should know the curve here is, I think, is most we need to collect data. For example, this one, maybe it's already go up to paramagnetic. So this is magnetic transition here. And this transition, why I need to have the middle of them? Because the transition is not this short. It's not quickly to down. We know magnetic measurement was measured ferromagnetic signal. So if the anti-ferromagnetic transition here, then ferromagnetic signal should be gone. So should be normally it's anti-ferromagnetic. The behavior will be quickly to go down to 0. And this ferromagnetic. Before ferromagnetic ordered is the paramagnetic. Then you need measure one of at this temperature and another at that temperature. This temperature, this curve is show the magnetic is such right. If this normally in this curve like is the first order, or if it's second order, the curve will start to go down, go down, go down like that. So you need also collect the data somewhere is fully saturated. And curve, this curve is called MH. It's at a certain temperature, then you increase the magnetic field to collect the data. And from this kind of curve, you need to collect data, for example, at such rate, and begin order, begin change. Or it looks like the second order change, but it's different. So you had better to collect data. It is this 3 point. And here I gave an example is the composition dependent, the MT curve. Here is the difference composition and the difference at a certain composition is the difference magnetic field applied. So their behavior quite complicated. For example, at low field, it's always show it's only one transition behavior, and then start to come up, field come up, and this maybe is it's a 2 Tesla. 2 Tesla, you see one transition, the other transition, and also somewhere like here, you have a slope change, also maybe a transition. So you need to collect it like that at before transition and the second transition, and after the second transition, maybe one more here is complete saturized and another transition here. And when up the magnetic field applied, this transition will be changed. For example, this transition will toward to the high temperature one, and then toward the high temperature. And here also another transition happened. Here it maybe it's only a very slight change, but here it's quick become a ferromagnetic. I call it, this is the ferromagnetic, the magnetic, the ferromagnetic signal is gone, so it quickly go down. In those cases, you need also transition at each transition up, above and below. So in the, therefore, you can get a fully transition pattern, the magnetic structure. For this is not limited, okay? For example, this one, the ferromagnetic built up very, very slowly. Start from 400, start to change the magnetic ferromagnetic signal, and then eventually go down here. And also, it's all over slowly. So between, if we want to see what the behavior like, then you need also collect some more temperature points. So now we have magnetic order and magnetic transition, some of the examples. And now we need to consider what the magnetic peak is. Here I introduce one of the software. It's also wrote by Brentobey. It's 20 years ago. This program I used for analyze the diffraction pattern. It's 20 years ago. Not many programs can be used. Maybe 30 minutes. So when I go to when I went to the NIST in 1990, few years after there, I started going to use this program. This program you can see is first. This program can be downloaded anywhere else. You need to read the data. You read the data because I talk about GSAS. So you read the data, GSAS format or raw data format. Also, you can read a lot of different formats. For example, full problem format, X-ray, two-column format. So if I read the format, then data will be loaded here. There's two set of data here. The marked here, 50 Kelvin is red line, and 300 green line. And also, after we read the data, you can input some of the crystallographic signal here, information here. For example, this is an orthorhombic symmetry system. So you can highlight the orthorhombic and then input the cell parameters. And then input your space group here. This will give you some of the extinction. So for example, this is the lanthanum manganese O3 at 300 Kelvin. All this green one is this space group PNMA. This space group allowed black peaks position. And as you can hear, all the peaks are indexed by this lattice parameter and space group. And all the yellow marked here is the extinguishing of this space group. And here is some of a map. This is we enter the space, enter the lattice of the and unit cell volume, unit cell parameters, and this is extinguishing. So here you can see. Oh, okay. I need to explain that this peak is an impurity one. Also, the somewhere else have also an impurity peak. So after this, we compare the 300 to 50 Kelvin. 300 Kelvin, the extinguishing of the peak was no evidence to see that. But at 500, those peaks create some intensity. So it's possible magnetic. Some peak here. So you can use it to compare to first step to see where the magnetic peak is. But maybe it's not magnetic. That's we need to consider very well. Maybe it's a phase transition. And then you can index them. You press A, shows peak index, and press D. In the keyboard, press D to remove this. So you press A, all of the index was here. In the switch to PNMA, the allowed refreshing and forbidden refreshing after the forbidden reflection index followed by an E, it means extinction. So out of, you can see that these extinction reflection are indexed by the nuclear unit cell. This is the AFM phase. And then let's see the ferromagnetic. And this compounds for this system is a ferromagnetic order at the sum of the composition. Ferromagnetic, you can see, we found that some of peak, the actual intensity superposed to the nuclear reflection. And this may be a magnetic. And we also talk about the magnetic peak behavior because of form factor. The low angle reflection, magnetic reflection will be decrease in intensity very quickly. So normally at the curve like that, intensity similar to X-ray diffraction. So here we saw the magnetic diffraction peak here. And we can also use this program to pick up the magnetic intensity. This is if we divide 50 Kelvin intensity by the 300 one, you can see all of the difference is the same as before the figures I showed you. Then we think that's the ferromagnetic ordered intensity. And for antiferromagnetic also, this is 50 Kelvin, and this curve is 150. The magnetic order below, a little bit below 100. So if you subtract them, then all the actual peak at 50 Kelvin was appeared here. And also the index. Those indexes show the actual peak for magnetics all come from the extinction peak. And the magnetic unit cell is the same as a nuclear unit cell. So now we get some of the information here. We get some information here. Is the first, the magnetic peak is superposed to the Bragg peak. It's always appear there. So the magnetic unit cell is the same of the nuclear unit cell. So in this case, we might able to use the same of the nuclear unit cell and combine the magnetic and the nuclear to be one of the fire to refine it. Here, in the first day, I was introduced about some of the lattice. So, and this is another compound about the super lattice and the nuclear super lattice and the magnetic order at 11 Kelvin. So this compounds. The nuclear At high temperature, the nuclear symmetry is tetragonal. And at low temperature, the nuclear symmetry changes because of a superlattice phase transition. So change it to I4 over M. It's also tetragonal. And the magnetic is the space group is I4 over M prime. It's antiferromagnetic. So from here, you can see all of the magnetic peaks are independent. The group independent of magnetic peak is the same of the nuclear lattice. All the HKL, you have H plus K plus L equal to N. It's even. So that we know the magnetic peak has the lattice at the same as the nuclear unit structure. It's the body center. Now we consider some of the superlattice. And this is some example of the superlattice. This primitive lattice, we use the P to present that. And then if the magnetic order is this one become antiferromagnetic, and so no longer this position atom is identical. So you need to enlarge unit cell. So enlarge from A. So now here, our lattice is called P2A or PA. P2A is mean you need to double A axis. And also the same thing happen in the, if we, the B direction is antiferro or C direction antiferro, then you need double B or double C. And this is the, also, if the both are plane, B and C have the anti-parallel, so you need double units, 4 times the unit cell to build a magnetic unit cell. And those also in a different way. Also for all phase magnetic order, you can also create, is also to change the unit cell. So this we call the double or triple or super magnetic unit cell. So in this case, the first, you can also use another way to judge which one is the magnetic. It's normally magnetic is in the before order is no peak, and after order is peak. And for the second order, you can see the peaks are gradually increase intensity by decrease the temperature. The fourth order is quickly to set right. So intensity is suddenly to change that. This is the magnetic cell, and the magnetic intensity, peak intensity behaviors. Then these all of the peak, we try to index them and can be indexed by double A and double C. And this is this compounds, the magnetic index, all of the index in the K propagation vector behavior, you can index by half, 0, half is the double A and double C. So you need 4 times of create four times a unit cell in the GSAS. The GSAS do not, GSAS 1, old GSAS, now the new GSAS, I don't know. The old GSAS over 30 years do not develop. They cannot use this kind of index to figure out the magnetic. I think it is a traditional crystallographer consideration. So it's the large unit cell, super unit cell. Also, you need to transfer to from the propagation vector to change it to regular index, the peak index. So all of those magnetic peak was indexed by, for example, full prof and also the old GSAS. I don't know new GSAS is. Now we consider we back to lanthanum manganese O3 at 50 Kelvin, the antiferromagnetic. Also, we can index this peak. Now we then analyze this peak, what kind of symmetry they tell us. For example, they tell us the HK0, H plus K equal to N. All of some of the magnetic reflection was there. And also, you can find more magnetic information from the after you refine it. This magnetic reflection is appeared in the HK, H plus K equal to N plus 1 is odd. And all of the appeared magnetic reflection is odd. And also, we can find that all of the HKR, H plus K plus R, is also odd. For the reason, this 111 reflection, you have a nuclear peak here. And also, you have a magnetic peak here. And what's happening here? You can see the magnetic atoms has the body-centered relation. For you can see the atom 1 to atom 4. What's the relationship? Is A plus 1. It's A plus half, and 1 from 3. Oh no. 1 from 4. 1 from 4. Just relation plus 1 plus half and half. That's the body-centered relationship. Creates number 4. So this kind of a magnetic atom exactly have a body-centered. So you can have a body-centered. And this is why you have a magnetic and a nuclear superposed there. And now we are talking about what the magnetic model change to nuclear, the magnetic model to create, use the magnetic model to create the magnetic space group. This is a tetragonal. If you want to keep the 4-port axis, then you need the moment is parallel to the z-axis. If it's not parallel to the z-axis, then the four-fold axis will be destroyed. For example, this one. This one now no longer have a four-fold axis because of magnet is a vector and the spin is not parallel to, the moment is not parallel to the z-axis. And what's this kind of magnetic symmetry? You can see all you have a epicenter. Epicenter is mean what? Mean in each atom you can create for another. No? Yeah, you can create for another atoms. It's identical. So the 0, 0, 0 will create half, half, 0, 0, half, half. All of this. And then consider what the moment points the a-axis. Then here, if the moment was perpendicular to the to the a 001 x, no, it's perpendicular to the 100 reflection. It's 100, and this is reflection, the plane perpendicular to the plane of the 100. It's anti-ferromagnetic and was I've confused myself. Huh? Yeah, it's there. It's you see this, figure this. It's perpendicular to the plane, then it's perpendicular, then it's F is the ferromagnetic, result of ferromagnetic. So the first of the character direction is the ferromagnetic, is M. And also, for the, this is the B010 reflection, 001 plane, and the moment is lying on the plane, and you need a ferro. It's this. It's lying on the plane. So you have so the second one, you have M prime. And the third one is this. It's 001 plane. And also is the moments is lying on the plane. So also is the M prime. So I consider this of the magnetic spirit group from tetragonal unit cell P4 over MMM change to asambic F M prime M prime. Am I right? Suppose it's right. Now, we have a study model. We create magnetic space group. Why we create a magnetic space group? Because in the GSAS, it's all use the space group to for input the magnetic structure refinement. So here, we need to set our magnetic phase. And here we can see is the magnetic phase and the nuclear phase together combined. It's only phase one. So because the magnetic unit cell is the same as the dimension of the nuclear unit cell. So I have a reason to first use the same. They have a combined magnetic and nuclear combined together, refined together. So the first in GSAS, how to set the phase to be a magnetic and a nuclear. In the details, I'm not going to mention this because the program is quite simple. It's not in this version. It's not developed in the I know in the 30 years. So when you go to the set lattice, you can see that's the nuclear lattice, and do not change that. And you also need to set magnetic. So in this case, all the magnetic is set to black and red. Black and red is meaning you need prime or non-prime for the magnetic space group, the symbol. For example, the PMMM, if you set all of the black, then is the PMMM. If you set one of the A-axis to be a red, then is a red, black. Okay, and later on I will discuss more and share you the results. So here you have several choices here. The first is nuclear only. So in nuclear only, you show that in the beginning, in the last slide, it also shows the nuclear or non-show. And then now we set a nuclear and a magnetic structure. It's nuclear and magnetic structure. So in this phase defined as a nuclear and a magnetic. And the C, if you type C, is a magnetic structure only. So in this case, you have magnetic and nuclear divided to two phases to refine it. So you need to set this phase nuclear and set another magnetic phase as a magnetic only. Now we set the magnetic. So in the latest in the atomic setting part, the first you can see all the atomic is here. So you need also define what the valence is. And in this case, it's a 3+. You need to set magnetic atom as 3+, because 3+ a little bit difference, form factor a little bit difference from 2+ and 4+. And the other we don't is non-magnetic. So you in here. You can type M to go to the magnetic setting. When you type M, you will immediately show you the MX, MY, MZ, because this is orthorhombic, MZ. We initially gave a plus. It's, for example, this is nuclear is the parent symmetry is PNMA. So all the three of the direction magnetic will be black, black, black is the this space group. Then, if you want to change that, want to edit that spin slip, then you can change that by what? You type S is the spin change. Type S is go to here. Then you can type C. This is three of them. This is change. The first, if change the first one is Cn. N is mean the first direction, second direction, and third direction. If we have a body, if a centered lattice, here we will show you another centered simple. So you can change it 1, 4, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Here in this space group, you don't have a centered lattice. You change it, for example, change number 1. You change number 1. Here you type C and 1. C1 means you change number 1 from black to red. It means if you change become of this space group, the first M was prime. So if you change that, the magnetic space group will set this space group. If you also type a C3, also change that. The carrier of 3, direction 3, was changed to be prime. So in this case, the magnetic space group will be use the Pm prime M A prime. So after you change that, you put a magnetic moment there, then you go to the results of geometry. Go to geometry. Then follow the program guide. You can create all 4 magnetic atoms. All 4 magnetic. In this unit cell, you have 4 magnetic atoms. So all the 4 magnetic atoms is 005, 0, half, half, 0, and 0, half, half, and half, 0, 0, all the 4. And all of the moments, if you input the 3 of mx, my, mz, then all of the 3 moments, 3 atoms moments, become by operation of the this space group, will create another 4 atoms magnetic moment direction. Here I show you one of the results. The atom here is this one. The atom here is this one. So you mean you result from this setting. If you can see a resulting of its model of the antiferromagnetic. Each layer is ferromagnetic, and the second layer is antiferromagnetic. And this antiferromagnetic is come from where? Come from the operation of this, because you have body center relations from 1 to 4 and from 2 to 3. We can assuming this one of the structure model. And also the refined results looks right, but not because you may have a difference, slightly difference from the other direction, not complete parallel to the a-axis. This is the use. This is space group, magnetic space group, to refine this one. So now we can consider another space group. For example, you have a PMMA. Use this space group is no longer like what we have the structure model. And the peak fit also this peak magnetic calculation is more than nuclear, but the neighbor one is the less. So from all the other peaks looks fine, but this two is not fit very well. And for use the PNM prime A prime, this is not acceptable because the most of stronger intensity of magnetic peak is not totally fit, totally not fit, and also PM prime M prime A is also similar to this one, is not acceptable. Also, for all of the peak is not fit, the magnetic intensity not fit. So this four is not, these three we are not able to fit them. So you only change the magnetic space group setting, and then put any of the magnetic moment you can see is not consistent to your model. So this is not quite good for the magnetic space group. So the first, we also consider this is a possible, the four possible only Pn prime and A prime can be used to fit this very well. And all of this is impossible. Why is it impossible? If you put the space group this, for example, right, it's this one. And then all the moments is completely constrained to be 0, 0, 0. It means it uses this space group, the magnet will no order, and also use the red, black is this one, PM prime, M prime, M, A. It's not, the same thing happen. There's no magnetic moment allowed here. And also for PM M prime A, the same thing, and also for the last one is this one. this is not possible because of in this symmetry, magnetic symmetry group. For the lanthanum manganese, this structure, the symmetry is not allowed to use these of the magnetic symmetry. It's all moment will be 0, 0, 0. And all of these space group is also impossible because our magnetic do not have antiferromagnetic lattice. We are primitive lattice, so this is not possible. So we are in this parent space group, we can generate another these of the magnetic space group, and only 3 of them are possible, but 3 of them, 4 of them, the 3 are not fit our observed intermagnetic intensity. So we get the only possible of the magnetic peak is this one. The magnetic symmetry is this one. I think I just, in the end, finish I talk. Maybe it's save some time for the next. This is, I think, is the most difference magnetic refinement setting from the other program. Thank you. Yeah, I'm done.
Thank you. So, question is over.
Yeah, you have a question?
Okay. So, questions and comments.
What does black and red means in the program? So it means prime the first operator and second, third, what's the order of the operator? I don't know.
It's the same as the nuclear, okay? So, for example, the first capital letter in the space group is mean the lattice. The third, the second, third, and the fourth, all of 3, all of 1, all of 2. For example, in the trigonal space group, you have only 1 letter after the lattice. And in the monoclinic symmetry, you have only 1, either in the first one or in the second one or in the third one. That depend on what your setting is the unit axis setting to A axis or B axis or C axis. That depends on this. And in Iambic, out of the 3 directions is presented the A direction, B direction, and C direction. The red and black from the purpose I talked is the open or solid. So the black means all open, and the solid means all are black. All black. So here is representative. Use the black and red to represent the open and the black. So it's ferromagnetic or antiferromagnetic. So, but for the symmetry operation, it's not very easy. Some of operation, you have a red or prime. It's not mean it's antiferromagnetic. Symmetry are different.
So another question is, if the unit cell is double along a certain direction, so in that case you won't combine that with your nuclear phase. Am I right?
That's not possible. Because you need a different unit cell. The only use the nuclear cell can combine to magnetic is the same of the case, the same of the unit cell.
Okay,
in magnetic unit cells, the direct dimension are equal to nuclear dimension. And also, you need to consider, for example, I gave an example is the tetragonal one, but the magnetic is the assembly. So this also can have a different case to be used. The unit cell of the unit cell dimension, but you need to use the different phase in the GSAS.
Okay, thank you.
Other questions? So, will you continue the lecture or
Go to next.
briefly? Okay, will you continue? Huh?
Thank you very much.
Or Blake was?
I think next we start to, huh? Okay. Prepare. Oh.
Finish.